Hi, it's Dr. David Greene, founder and CEO of R3 Stem Cell, the global leader in regenerative therapies. I'm continuing today with our FAQ video series, and I'm up to number 40. Where is stem cell therapy legal? Now let's clarify what kind of stem cell therapy we're talking about. So when you talk about like a bone marrow transplant for cancer or other blood dyscrasias, those are legal in pretty much every country. All right, there's a lot that goes into that. They've been done for decades, and that can actually be curative for patients in need. We're not talking about that, okay? Now I want to shift to what's called embryonic stem cells. Embryonic stem cells are the ones that come from either an aborted fetus or a leftover embryo after an IVF procedure. Now, I'm not talking about ethics here, I'm talking about legalities, okay? In the vast majority of countries around the world, embryonic stem cells are illegal, as they should be. They are not safe to use. There are issues with rejection of the body, tumors that can form. They're not ready for prime time by any stretch of the imagination. Now, in several countries, I've heard that they are being performed, and usually that's because the country doesn't have any stem cell regulations, so they're not legal, they're not illegal, so people do them. But if anybody offers you an embryonic stem cell therapy, you should turn and run away, okay? Now, when you're talking about mesenchymal or hematopoietic stem cell therapies, which is what our centers use, there are various countries around the world where they are illegal, all right? Now, they're illegal in Canada, the UK, the whole EU, Australia, mostly Japan, and quite a few others where I have visited and also have colleagues in. Having said that, there are quite a few countries where mesenchymal or hematopoietic stem cell therapy are legal. Now, just because something is legal in a particular country doesn't mean that it's not regulated. There's a lot of regulations in countries around the world to help protect the safety of the biologics for patients. So let's talk about the United States for a second. Stem cell therapy in the United States is legal, all right? The FDA regulates the biologics that are used very rigorously, but the FDA does not regulate what's called the practice of medicine, all right? That is with licensing boards throughout the country, and mostly it comes down to what's decided on between a physician and a patient, which is the practice of medicine. All right, so it is legal to perform stem cell therapies, but you're not allowed to expand or culture the stem cells, okay? And you're not allowed to make particular claims with how you're using the stem cells online, on your website, social media, things like that, all right? So it is very rigorously controlled, but it is legal. Same goes for many countries around the world. Typically, it's not FDA approved or regulatory body approved, but it's legal in most countries. All right, thanks for watching. Visit us online at r3stemcell.com. Call us to set up your free consultation at +1 844 GET STEM to see if you or a loved one is a candidate for one of these revolutionary regenerative procedures. Thank you.